Today I'm making sour pickles. What I do first is wash the organic cucumbers that I use for pickling, and I have to clean them up a little bit. But the most important thing is where the flower ends. You scrape this part, clean it really well, and the pickles stay longer fresh and crisp, and they don't spoil as fast. So let's take a look. This is where the cucumber hangs off the vine, and this is where the flower ends, and you just scrape that in a delicate way. This we also don't need. Again, this is where the pickle ends. We remove this and we clean this part very well where the flower ends. I have the jars already prepared, washed and sterilized with boiling water. I have shown you how I do that in a sauerkraut video. And inside I put a piece of horseradish leaf to make the sour pickles stay crispier. So in each jar, okay, I try to use the wide mouth jar so it's easier to pack with the pickles. I think cucumbers should be organic because there are a lot of pesticides used to produce these, and you can see it's mostly water, so they absorb probably everything. I use only organic. I grow only organic. Now, what else I will put into these is allspice and bay leaf. If you ever wonder what to put, get yourself real pickles, which are organic dill pickles, and they list the ingredients of what they put, so you can simulate if you're still experimenting or you're beginning to experiment with pickling. I also earlier cut some dill flowers with seeds. They're washed and slightly dried, and I will use that too. Allspice, and bay leaves. In each jar I will put a leaf. One in each. This one gets two. Okay, and a couple of these. These are very tiny. I'll put 3 or 4. Allspice is really tasty in the pickles. You could put fennel seeds, mustard seeds. Okay. Now the dill blossom went into seed. That makes for an amazing sour pickle. And garlic. Just clean those up. When garlic comes out of the ground, that's how it looks. It's a bulb just like tulips, and out of each one grows a full bulb. So I will put one of these into each jar. When they're pickled, they're very tasty. Now, while I'm cleaning garlic, I have boiled some water, and I will put some Utah mine salt into it because I believe it's better than sea salt, especially because sea is so polluted from the things like Fukushima and so forth. All sorts of oil spills. You never know what you're getting. This large one will get many more. Now one, I'm going to put a tiny bit of jalapeño because I want to make this one super spicy. Just a slice. Okay. And now I'm going to stuff these jars with cucumbers. Like so. Now, you don't have to put them tight because they should all get some brine around them. best is to get big jars, wide jars, so you can fit more cucumbers in. It's a little one for small jar, bigger ones for bigger jars. If you have to slice or split the cucumbers, you can. They will just become sour quicker, and that's good for you. Once they're sour, you stick them in the fridge. I have my salt here. Now, how much salt do you add? Add enough to taste. Okay, the saltier you make it, the more sour it will be. You can use as little salt as possible. I'm going to use this much. That was about 4 tablespoons or so. Dissolve it and taste. I would say pretty salty, saltier than pasta water. It's good enough for me. And it's pretty hot. So I will put my jars here and fill them up with hot water. And then I will set them in a warm place until they go sour, just right next to the stovetop. And then you have the tops ready, and you're going to close them. Not very tight again, but close them. Now the most important thing is that you make sure that the cucumbers are under the brine. When under the brine, everything is fine. So make sure they're not floating above. Okay. Close. Put them on the side. Don't fill them up too full, because they will ferment and they might overflow. When your pickles are finished, they will look like this. The water will be a little bit cloudy. And this is how they will look and taste. Nice and, well, somewhat crisp. Really good. Okay. Good luck.